Alright, so I have 100%ed both LEGO Batman 1 and 2 in under 24 hours in past videos, and of course, for some reason it took me 7 months to drop this video because I wanted to play some other games and this video was going to be an absolute grind. But now the time has come. So I 100%ed LEGO Batman 3 for the first time ever. That means I'll be going through the entire story, collecting every mini kit, red kit, gold brick, and character token there is to collect, as well as getting true hero status in every single level and saving every Adam West there is to save. And just so you all know, I will not be completing this game in 24 hours because since LEGO Batman 2 almost took me all the time I had to complete, I knew this game would take longer because of how much more stuff there is to collect in this game than the other two. But now let's get right into the game. As if you've watched my other two videos, you know that I go through the entire story from start to finish, not necessarily looking for all the collectibles, but trying to get as many true hero statuses as I can, so I can focus more on finding the actual collectibles when free play comes around, mainly because it's the easiest thing to achieve. As if you don't know, true hero status in this game means to get a certain amount of studs in a level to max out the bar at the top, so no searching whatsoever is required. But of course it is pretty hard to get it on the first try in every level, so I just get as many as I can as I play through the game for the first time, as I managed to get a total of 8 true heroes by the end of my first run through, and not very much of anything else. But it's time to fix that and get into the real game known as free play in the first level, titled Pursuers in the Sewers, as right away I was able to collect the very first character token by flying down here as Superman and riding this duck and destroying the 4 other ducks in the water. That gives me the first character token. I then use Superman once again to fly around and find all these golden objects that I can use his heat vision on to destroy all 5 of them in order to collect the first mini kit in this level. Right away I'm also able to save Adam West by using Grundy's ability on the dirt to spawn in, I guess, what seems to be a poison pump that's able to scare the shark away and save him pretty quickly. And after saving Adam West, I head back here where I use Superman's lasers to destroy this gold object that catches fire, and then use Robin's magnetic suit to turn the pipe in that direction, put the fire out, and spawn in the second mini kit and collect it. The third mini kit is also pretty simple to get, as all I had to do was go around as Lex Luthor and pick up all the trash I could find on the floor and deposit them in the waste machine, which spawns in the mini kit easily. The fourth mini kit I get by using Martian Manhunter to mind control this guy to get through this very short obstacle course in order to get to the other end and get the mini kit. I managed to get the red brick pretty easily by using Plastic Man, who will become a regular red brick getter for the majority of this run through, to fill up the tank with water and push the red brick out of the pipe to collect it. The next character token is able to be found by using Superman, another regular, to freeze his water and make a Killer Croc sculpture and melt it with his heat vision to collect the token from within it. We then talk to Batmite, who will be in every single level, asking for a specific item in each level, in which he gives us a character token after receiving it. But before getting to that, I get the 5th mini kit from right over here and then use Robin's magnetic suit to clear the way for this opening in the pipe that I'm able to enter, and immediately get the next mini kit by using Superman's heat vision to carve out this golden section in the wall to reveal and collect it. The 7th I get by guiding this magnetic bulb using Robin again through this course to the end to spawn in the mini kit. I then get Batmite's item by once again using Robin's magnet suit to open this crate and collect it, in which I then use Grundy on the dirt pile to throw out the silver object with the next mini kit in it that I use Joker to blow it up with to collect it. And once that was done with, I headed back over to Batmite to give him his object that he wanted, in which in return he gives me a character token, and then get the final 2 mini kits in the level by using Superman to destroy these gold objects hanging from the ceiling, and Cyborg to blow up the silver seal to get the final mini kit in the level, which brings an end to this level as I just save and exit the level, as I don't actually need to finish the level to collect everything. But once that leaving it put back on the watchtower, I make my way over to the Batcave where I can purchase red bricks. And yes, I know it just showed me collecting the brick, but doing that just allows me to purchase the ability the bricks give me. And in this instance, it's the stud times 2 brick, meaning that now every time I collect a stud, it's now worth double the value, meaning it's gonna be a lot easier to get true hero on these levels than before. And after purchasing the brick for 1,000,000 studs, yeah, I know, what a ripoff, I head into the next level of the game, being same bat time, same bat channel. And the reason for that is that this level is part of the DLC, and I had no idea that this was even in the Batcave to begin with, so I went through it and moved on. But it was a really cool level, I will say. But just to tell you guys, these DLC levels have no impact on my 100% game file whatsoever. But even though that's the case, I will still be doing them. I just wanted to let you guys know that now before we get too deep into the video. Also, by the way, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for liking the video so far, as it really helps me a lot and makes sure that YouTube is pushing the video out to new viewers. But now that you've gone and subscribed, let's get into the real next level in the game, being breaking bats. With the first thing I found right away is the red brick, which I used Plastic Man instant to get, and it being the stud times 4 brick was a treat to know. And after that, I saved Adam West by using Superman to destroy this gold object that reveals pieces to build a Green Lantern platform that I used to create a slide to get him out of trouble. I then used Batman's explosive suit to destroy this silver cover up here to bring down the first mini kit in this level, with the next being pretty simple as well, as I just used Superman once again to destroy this golden object to reveal it. I know I've already used Superman a hell of a lot already, mostly doing the same things over and over again, but get used to it because there's gonna be a lot more where that came from. And after that, I come down here to use Robin's tech suit to proceed with the level story, in which I then use Batman's sensor suit to reveal some Lego pieces that I can use to build an electric panel that I can use Batman's electric suit on to activate it to reveal the first character token in the level that I collect by using Green Lantern to fly into it. And after triggering the in-game cutscene, I enter the next area where I find the next mini kit by using Green Lantern to fly over here and dig into the ground and reveal some Lego bricks that I can use to build a duck that goes into the water and for some reason explodes itself. That brings up the next mini kit, which was really weird to look at in the moment, but the fact that it's a Lego game covered up the weirdness pretty quick. And after collecting that, I instantly fly over here where I find the second character token, as this time I use Batman's sonar suit to break the glass and retrieve it from inside. And after shooting at the Batmobile for a little bit, I go up this elevator where I find the Bat Cycle and the next mini kit, as all I have to do is use Robin's magnetic suit to open this door and reveal the next kit. And after that, I deal a little more damage to the Batmobile before going up here and using Jean's X-ray vision to open another door, which reveals the next mini kit for us to pick up. And not too long after that, I'm able to get true hero status after using Robin's hazard suit to pick up and deposit the trash into the machine twice, as it spawns in the back computer the first time around, but also a bunch of studs when I do it again, as this is where one of the mini kits actually spawn when I do it a second time. But I already managed to do this on my first run through, which is why this time it spawns studs instead of the mini kit. And right after achieving true hero, I get the next mini kit from destroying 5 of these icicles on the ceiling and then using one of Jean's portals to teleport right into the final mini kit to collect it, with Batmite being the final thing to get done in this level, as after shattering this glass with Batman and getting the item that he needs, I hand it over to him and put an end to the level, as he gives us the final character token as well as the final thing that we needed to fully complete this level. And now that breaking bats is done with, it's now time to move on to the next level, known as Space Suits You Sir, with the first thing I do right away is talk to Batmite and get the item that he needs by using Plastic Man, which wasn't too hard to find. But right after doing that, I get the first mini kit in this level by using the Magnus suit to pry open 3 of these hatches to retrieve it, and then instantly get the next one by using Superman's heat vision to destroy this golden object and then build a lantern platform, in which I use Batman's Sinestro Core form on it to assemble a rocket ship that spawns in the next mini kit just like that. The next one takes a little more work to get, however, as this time around I need to use Plastic Man's grate to get into this tank to proceed, but I can't just yet, as I have to use Robin's illumination suit to light up this area to enter this vehicle and proceed with the level story. But this is where I experienced one of the weirdest bugs I've ever seen, as in Lego Batman 2 I experienced so many bugs, since first off it's an old ass game and it's a port to PC, so it was bound for some bugs. But this actually scared the hell out of me when I was playing it for the first time, as after I'm done using the vehicle, it's supposed to automatically take me out of it, but since the game is bugged out of its mind, it just gets stuck in the wall. Like, what the hell is this? Now I will say that when I first played through the level, I was actually scared out of my mind, because I tried everything and the vehicle wasn't moving whatsoever. I literally thought I was soft locked out of the game, but then I found out that every time I tabbed out and back into the game, the vehicle moved more and more into the wall until it was finally set free from that machine prison. Don't ask me, ask the devs, because this bug was so weird. And after taking care of that, I'm finally able to head inside the tank with Plastic Man, as I then instantly switch back to Robin's light suit and destroy these 3 things hanging from the ceiling, to which they drop Lego bricks that I can build a phone booth with and get the mini kit once I enter an attack. After that, I pretty much just went through the level as usual, as for now there isn't much I can get since I had already gotten the 2 that were available in the second section. So after going through all that, I get to the 3rd section of the level where I instantly save Adam West from atop this satellite looking thing by just using Superman's infinite range heat vision to destroy it and get him off. The one question that I do have though is, why not just jump off the satellite in the first place if he jumps off after being blown up by Supes? I really don't know, but the next 2 mini kits are found by destroying 5 of these Joker boxes and just face smashing these objects, which I somehow managed to miss on my first playthrough. But other than that, there's nothing more to do in this section, so I move on to the final section of the level where I find the next mini kit by again destroying 5 more objects and the character token after using Batman's magnetic form to pull out, wouldn't you know, another golden seal that Superman can destroy and easily get the token from within it. But the final mini kit is attainable in a pretty cool way, as for the first time I'm actually able to use Brainiac's shrink ray gun to get whatever this is out of the way to open this hatch in the pipe that I can then enter after opening the extras menu and turning on mini characters, which was one of the cheats that I purchased at the red brick shop in the Batcave, which as stated in the name makes my characters mini, so I fit in the pipe and push the Lego pieces into this machine to be let out, which turned out to be the pieces to build the final mini kit in the level. But we're not done just yet, as we still have the red brick to collect, which is done relatively quickly with our old pal Plastic Man, as I build and use this platform right away to get the red brick and put an end to this level, as with that collected, the level is 100% complete. But now with that done, we move on to the next level in the game called Space Station Infestation, where right away I'm put into a fight against Firefly that I take care of instantly so I don't have to deal with him, as after taking care of that and the fire behind him, I get the first character token pretty easily from just using Cyborg's magnetic suit to open this hatch to retrieve it. But me being an idiot, I went into the next section of the level and totally forgot how it played out, as I'm put straight into the boss fight with Cheetah, and me thinking it's the same as the Firefly fight, I fought out and beat her, thinking I'd be able to free roam after defeating her just like Firefly. But that wasn't the case whatsoever, because the moment I beat her, the cutscene started to play, which put me straight into the next part of the level, which forces me to miss out on a bunch of other stuff I could have potentially collected. So as soon as I realized that, I saved and exited the level to keep the one character token that I just got and restart the level once again. This time not fighting Cheetah and focusing on everything else, as I managed to get the first mini kit by destroying 5 of these floating gift boxes, and the next 2 by using Robin's tech suit to get 1 outside the ship and 1 to drop down from the pipe from the ceiling. And after that, I destroy everything else in the area to maximize the amount of studs I can get and beat up Cheetah and move on to the next section of the level, in which I instantly get true hero status by just destroying some more stuff and then get to work on the mini kits, as I get the 4th one using Robin's magnetic suit and the 5th by micro-controlling this guy to open the door for us, so I can then use Superman to destroy the golden object to get the mini kit from inside. And once I do that, I destroy 2 of these hazard posters and 3 more up in the next section to get the 6th, along with the 7th, which is just hiding up here for fun. But other than that, the next character token and Batmite's item were pretty easy to find, as they were both just around this area and didn't need that much brain power to collect, so that was good. And once I get to the final area of the level, everything else once again wasn't too hard to find, as the last 8 mini kits were able to be found pretty quickly, as well as the Red Brick and Adam West were able to be found with the help of Plastic Man, which just automatically makes them pretty easy to get. But now with those taken care of, the level is now fully complete and we can put this level to rest. But before we move on to the next level, I go straight to the Red Brick shop in the Batcave to purchase the studs times 4 Red Brick, as now I finally gathered up the 2 million studs to buy it. And with that purchase, I will now be getting 8 times the value on the studs I collect instead of the double value I was getting before, which means that now I won't be destroying every object inside to get true hero like you saw me doing in the last level. But now that I have that, it's time to move on to the next level, known as the Big Grapple, that I already managed to get true hero in, so I can't test out my multiplier just yet, but I still have a lot more fish to fry. Like the first mini kit, in which I used extra vision to reveal a lantern platform to unscrew this door, and use Jean's vision to release the mini kit and collect it. But apart from that, everything else in this area is pretty simple to collect, as both character tokens are pretty easy to find, with Batmite's item being in the safe, and the second being collected from sucking up some poison and pulling on these levels to reveal it. Leaving Adam West is also a breeze, as I just use Superman to put out the fire, and the last mini kit in this area being collected by just doing a puzzle on this computer that I actually managed to miss the first time around, as it was literally hiding in plain sight, and I just rushed onto the next area without even thinking to look at everything on that computer. Long story short, I'm an idiot. But after getting that and getting into the next area, I get the 6th mini kit by using Superman's extra vision to activate this machine to spawn it in, and the 7th by using Robin's tech suit to bring up some gold bricks that Superman can then carve with his heat vision to get the mini kit hidden within. With the final thing I get in this area is the red brick that I can use by just using Plastic Man, and we're all set for the next area. As the next mini kit is found by climbing up here with Robin's magnet suit and using Superman's strength to get these things out of the way, so I can step on this platform to drop down the mini kit that I can retrieve from using Batman's sonar suit to break this glass. The next mini kit I get by using electricity to charge this panel that powers up this robot to reveal it, and again by using Batman's sonar suit to break the glass to get the last character token, with the final mini kit being found by just blowing up the silver object in the water to collect it, which finishes off the level with everything being collected. As I then collect as many high valued studs there are as possible before leaving the level and heading into the next level of the game, being the Lantern Menace. And this level was probably the most infuriating to go through in this entire game, as the collectibles in this level weren't too overly complicated to find, as they were all laid out pretty easily to find, other than this one right here where I had to destroy these flying alien things in the sky to get one of the mini kit. But the reason why this was so infuriating is because during one of the last cutscenes in this level, I alt tabbed out of the game for a second to check if my recording was all good, but the moment I tabbed back in, the game completely crashed, making me lose all my progress and the 30 minutes that I spent on that level. As when I opened back the game to check if everything had been saved, since there are checkpoints in the level, so you'd assume the game would save once you got there, but surprise surprise, it didn't, and I had to restart the entire level all over again. And I have to tell you, I was pissed, as when this happened, I ended up taking a good 20-minute break with how mad I was, because that literally pissed me the hell off, especially since I was at the last part of the level and I just needed one more mini kit to have it done with. I did manage to get the last mini kit in the end and finish the level, but thank God that was the only crash I had to experience in this entire playthrough, because I did not want to have to go through another Lego Batman 2 situation, because if any of you watched that video, you'd know that I crashed a hell of a lot more in that game than this one. Also, just so that you aren't all confused out of your mind, yes, that does say damn near 3 million studs, because the one good thing that actually came out of this level was actually a stud farmer, in which I could just use Superman and infinitely put out this fire and studs spawn in. Yeah, I found this in my first playthrough and farmed not nearly as many studs as I did this time, but I had the 8 times multiplier, so it was worth it, since as soon as I exited the level, I went straight to the Batcave and purchased the 10 times multiplier, meaning that true hero status will never be an issue whatsoever anymore, as I'll be pretty much be getting it within the first few seconds of the level, and you'll see when I get the last multiplier that I'll be getting it before the level even starts, so that was a great investment. Now that I have that, it's now time to enter the next level in the game, known as You're Up Against It, which is probably the best level name in this entire game, I can't lie. But the first thing I do when I enter the level is get the first mini kit after using Batman's magnetic form to hit 4 of these sides to reveal a massive box that turns out to be a stage when I pull down the curtains that spawns in the mini kit right at the bottom. And after collecting collecting as many stars as possible, I move on forward, where I realize that most of the collectibles in this level are found by just destroying a number of different things, like this for example, where I have to pull on 5 of these grapple points to spawn in one of the character tokens, which was the case for pretty much half of the mini kits in this level, but there were a bunch of pretty cool ways to get them too, like this one involving building a helicopter to reveal it on a water fountain, and one where you increase the size of a wrecking ball to destroy a boat to reveal a character token. I think overall, this level just had a bunch of repetitive tasks you had to do in order to get many of the mini kits in this level, which was fine since it technically is a pretty tiny map. I think the ones they made more creative were pretty cool and I did appreciate it, as well as the Adam West, which was by far the most creative. And after destroying 5 of these flags around the final area to get the final mini kit and 14 million studs along the way, I exit the level, maximum multiplier, and move on to the 8th level in the game, known as Big Trouble in Little Gotham. And literally not even 5 seconds into the level starting, I managed to get True Hero right off the bat because of the massive multiplier bonus. Like, it's actually insane. But right after that, I get the first mini kit right away after coming over here and using the spoilers detective vision to reveal a golden pipe that I destroy with Superman that reveals the mini kit. The second one is also pretty simple, as I just destroy these objects in the poison and build the mini kit right in front of me just like that. The third mini kit just involves bombing these silver bricks and using the grapple gun to release the kit. And the fourth using detective vision once again to reveal the strongman bars that I use Superman to reveal it within it. And going forward in this level, everything else was pretty easily attainable, as it either had to do with a character specific obstacle that was pretty obviously laid out, or just destroying a set number of things in order to spawn in the collectible. But the one thing that was a challenge was the final mini kit in this level that was only able to be collected with the use of poison ivy. As throughout this entire playthrough, I've been able to use the characters that I've already been given in order to get the collectibles in the level. But this time around, it's different, since poison ivy isn't a character that is able to be unlocked through character tokens. As if you guys didn't know, just like Lego Batman 2's Gotham City, this game has a similar mechanic, as there are multiple different sections that you can explore in this game. The first being the watchtower that we've been in the entire time, which is how we have access to levels other than the pause menu. And the next is the Batcave, which is where I've gone to purchase the red bricks. But outside of those two, there are a bunch of other places to explore in this game. And it's also where we can unlock other characters such as heroes and villains, as they pretty much act like quests, like Batmite for example. It's pretty much the same thing here, but for some of these guys, they give us full-on quests that we have to complete to either unlock the character or potentially get a golden brick from them. As this is why there are 250 golden bricks to collect in this entire game. And the reason why I'm explaining all of this is because Poison Ivy is one of those characters that are unlocked in the outside world, as she's positioned in the Hall of Doom, which in my opinion has such an amazing design, especially with the intro cutscene. But the one thing about Poison Ivy is that she's not instantly shown in the Hall of Doom, as in order to get to her quest line, I have to do like 3 other quest lines before she even spawns in the room. But after going through Mr. Mixie, Penguin, and Swamp Thing's quest lines over the course of 10 minutes, I finally managed to get to Poison Ivy and go back to the level where I use her on her plant platform to get the final mini kit, as well as the last character token that I managed to miss like an absolute buffoon, to finally finish the level and move on with my life, because this took way longer than it should have. As I now enter the next level, being All the Rage. As the first mini kit I get off the bat pretty easily, as I fly up here and get it right away, with the second character token being right here in the form of a grapple point that I somehow managed to miss on my first run through. I guess I really am that blind, huh? The second kit I get by using Batman's sonar suit to destroy this glass, with the third being found by just using Superman to destroy 5 of these golden objects in order to collect it. Adam West is saved shortly after, as all I needed to do was use Batman's sensor suit to go invisible to avoid detection and use the lever to free him. The fourth mini kit is kind of funny because it literally looks like a bug when you get it, as I literally just build and ride this boat towards these 2 points in the water, and the moment I get close to them, I just received the mini kit out of nowhere in my inventory. I don't know, I just found it kind of weird. The fifth wasn't too hard to find after that, as I used a combination of Robin and Batman to light up the area to reveal the silver object that I then blow up with Batman to reveal and collect the mini kit. The red brick is then found right after this, by of course using Plastic Man, and the sixth using Superman's super strength to break this wall down, and Green Lantern to search the ground by digging up the mini kit. Batmite's item was pretty easy to find as well, as all I did was use detective vision to reveal some dirt to dig with Green Lantern, and there pops out his item that I then give to him to receive the last character token in the level. And now that I found every other collectible, the rest of the mini kits pretty much either have to deal with Superman destroying things with his heat vision, using his strength to reveal the mini kit, or using Green Lantern to dig up the ground, which is something I didn't expect to be using Green Lantern for as often. But he's a pretty easy character to find in the character selection, so I'll take that. Now with everything found in this level, it's time to move on to the next level called Need for Greed, with the first mini kit being found right away, as I use Superman's heat vision to destroy this gold object that reveals an opening that I can light up with Robin to reveal the first mini kit. The second just involves Green Lantern to plant a flower that attracts a pretty huge bee that we murder right away in order to extract the mini kit from its corpse. Yeah, pretty brutal. The first character token is found by murdering an eye laser shooting bird, with the next being trapped behind glass that I can destroy by using Batman's sonar suit. Batmite's challenge this time around is pretty cool, I will say, as this time he doesn't need an item but an air show, as I use Robin's hazard suit to collect and deposit trash into the machine that spawns in a whole ass plane that creates his logo in the sky, which I can't lie was pretty cool. But other than that, everything else that I collected in this level just had to do with either using Green Lantern to build stuff or Superman to use his heat vision to break gold objects, with a few of the standouts being the last character token, which I get by pulling down these boxes and having to stack them up by just ground pounding on these platforms until they tumble over, exposing the character token by destroying them. And a mini kit we find in the final boss that involves raising this tower by pushing this lever and blowing up the bottom with Batman to get the mini kit. But other than using Plastic Man to get the red brick, everything else just involves Green Lantern and Superman doing their thing. But now this level is done, we get to the 10th level in the game, double digits, can you believe it? Called a Blue Hope. And as you guys can tell, I skipped the first part of this level since I already got both mini kits in that part, so there's no need to replay it. But once I enter the level, I pick up the first 2 studs and instantly get True Hero right away, which was so funny to me. But right after that, I use Batman's water suit to jump down here and collect the 3rd mini kit in this level, and to get Batman's item as well, as I jump down here to free this chest and use the grapple hook to open it up and collect it and get the first character token. Next up is the 4th mini kit that I managed to get by using Brainiac's shrink gun to get these blocks out the way. That reveals a huge monster in the cave that I use Batman's explosive suit to get rid of right away, and then light up the area with Robin to reveal a golden block that I get rid of with Superman to get the next kit. The same thing is done right down here in order to get the 5th mini kit, and then I save Adam West in the most obscure way possible, as I'm able to use Brainiac's shrink gun all the way up here to shrink this wall that's blocking a boulder that then kills a bird and drops Lego pieces that builds into stairs to help him down, which was one of the more interesting ways that we get to save him in this game, I can't lie. But after this, I feed these bugs to the Venus flytrap to get the next kit, and then shrink this rock to reveal Plastic Man's platform to get, of course, the red brick, and then punch a hole into this wall with Superman to get the next one, and then shoot 3 of these birds to get the 8th. Yeah, this level has a lot of unnecessary bird deaths in it. But after that, the final 2 mini kits aren't that big of a deal, as the 9th I find by growing a flower and lasering it with Superman, with the 10th being just blowing up 5 of these silver objects scattered around the area, with the final 2 character tokens being collected down here, both with the help of Robin suits. And now that a Blue Hope is taken care of, it's now time to move on to the 12th level in this game, known as Jailhouse Knock. And of course, just like every other level in this game, I get True Hero right away after taking a few steps forward into the studs in front of me, and get the first mini kit right here by using Superman's lasers on these arrows that spawns it in right in front of me. Adam West is saved straight after this, as I just use Green Lantern to reveal Lego pieces in the ground that I build a spacecraft with of some sort to let Adam West free and save him. The first character token is next, as all I needed to do was use Robin's illumination suit inside this tavern looking thing to reveal a spider web that I can use Robin's batarang on to destroy it and collect the token straight away. The second kit I get by taking a journey through a bunch of Plastic Man's grates, and the next character token right away by finding Batmite's item by using a disguise to get past this camera to collect it and give it to him. I find the 3rd mini kit right after this by just destroying 5 of these skeletons scattered around the area, and the 4th by blowing up these silver bricks and using the magnetic suit to free it from within its cage to collect it. I get the last character token from mind controlling this guy, and the 5th mini kit by shrinking this brick to reveal it. The 6th I get from using Star Sapphire's lantern platform to break the bars across from me so I can power up the panel in the middle to spawn in the mini kit, before walking into the boss fight where I get the 7th mini kit by using Robin's little tech guy to go through the door to straight up collect it, and get the final one from using heat vision on the gold bricks to release it. But of course, you can't forget Plastic Man, because he helps me get one of the most important and helpful red bricks in this entire game, known as the Attract Red Studs brick, which, as it says in the name, automatically attracts all studs to my character like a magnet without having to physically walk over all of them. And combined with this multiplier I already have, it's safe to say that I'm gonna be a very rich man by the end of this. But now that I've purchased that and a bunch of the other red bricks that were available, we now move on to the next level in the game called Power of Love. And before I even move my character in the game, I get True Hero straight away because of the Attract studs, which was way too funny. But after achieving that great feat, I get the first mini kit from destroying 5 of these silver bricks scattered around the area, the first character token by using Robin's light suit to expose it, and save Adam West in the weirdest way by far, as I literally did the exact same thing as the character token, which was brighten the area with Robin's suit, and he just ran out of the cave completely unharmed. I honestly don't know why he couldn't have done that before, but okay. The second mini kit I get by using Green Lantern to destroy this rock to reveal it, and the third that I find literally sitting up here trapped in glass that I destroy with the sonar suit. Batmite's up next, as I find his item by using the Magnus suit to release a ton of Lego bricks that also reveal a fire that I can put out with Superman and collect the item stuck behind it in order to get the second character token from Batmite. The 4th mini kit is found by just using Green Lantern to grow and destroy 3 of these plants, with the last character token being found in the next area as I use a grapple point to destroy this object to then build a laser to destroy the rock and reveal it. The 5th mini kit is found by just using Green Lantern to search the ground, followed by the red brick, which contains one of my favorite Plastic Man scenes of all time, as he literally just sprays the bat symbol on the power battery to spawn it in, which was so funny to me. The 6th mini kit I find pretty easily by just using one of Jean's portals and using the magnet suit to collect it. With the 7th by literally just baking a cake. I don't know, I guess the devs just ran out of ideas. But the last 2 I get relatively quickly, as the 8th I get by just pulling down what I assume is a beehive, which spawns in the next mini kit, and the last one I get literally right here. I don't even know how it even spawned in, but it was just sitting here on the open, so I'll take it. But now with the Power of Love taken care of, we have now reached the final 3 levels in LEGO Batman 3. And I just want to say, if you guys are enjoying this video so far and you made it this far, please subscribe to the channel, because it actually does help a lot. And as I said in the intro, it helps the videos get pushed out to more people to see. And I'm on the road to 20k as well, so I really appreciate it, and I thank you all so much for watching this far. But now that I've plugged my channel to the absolute max, it is now time to get into the 14th level in this game called Awkward Situation, which again, just like you're up against it earlier, this is a pretty clever name as well. But time for the level. As just like a Blue Hope, I will be skipping the first part of this level because I've already gotten the 2 mini kits that were are available there. But once I enter the second part, I find the first minikit instantly by building and using a flash platform using Superman to build a crane that pulls the minikit out of the freaking lava out of all places in order to get it. The next one I get this time using the atom to shrink super small to enter this tiny hole that leads me straight to the second minikit. The third I get from digging up these pieces using Sinestro Batman and building back up this dinosaur skeleton for the kid to spawn in, with the first character token being collected after using Zebra Batman's magnetic powers to drop down these pieces to build a panel that Miss Martian can use to free it up for collection. The fourth is straight up just placed under here, and the second character token being found by shrinking this rock into using Robin's tech suit that brings up another object containing the token from under the lava. Like, how are these things even being collected? Like, they should be deadly to touch, you know? After collecting that and actually finding that Superman's only weakness is lava, I get the fifth minikit with the use of Plastic Man in a very rare occurrence, as I use this grate to find a dirt pile that I use Green Lantern to dig through to find the minikit. The sixth is found next with the help of a Green Lantern platform in a pretty creative and destructive way to set it free, with the seventh being found relatively easily right here. Batmite's item is also found pretty easily as well, as I just use Batman's detective vision to reveal it in order to get the final character token, with the last minikit being found by just grabbing onto 5 of these ropes, which in my opinion is one of the weirdest things I've had to do yet to get one of these minikits, because what the actual hell is this? And after finding the final minikit, I enter the final boss of the level, where I use Plastic Man's platform to spawn the red brick in, which I collect right away to put this level to an end, and move straight forward to the second last level in this game, known as Breaking the Ice. And all I'm gonna say is the majority of this level's collectibles doesn't even reside in the main boss fight area, as in order to get to the area where they are, I use Superman to melt away some of the ice bricks right here to expose the Green Lantern platform that I use to reveal both the first minikit along with the Plastic Man grate that I can then use to enter the area. But I will not be going as in depth into this level as I have in some of the other ones, simply because literally all of the collectibles here were very easy to find because of how small the area was, and because the action required were pretty repetitive, with either Batman, Robin, or Superman being used with the same suits. But in the end, I did manage to collect everything here, which didn't take long at all. But now that I've completed the final level in the game story-wise, it's finally time to enter the actual final level in the game, aka the bonus level that I mentioned earlier in the video that I didn't realize wasn't DLC, but it's actually the bonus level in the game, which is same bat time, same bat channel, as this level is based off the 1966 Batman. And for those of you that didn't already know, this is why Adam West is in the game, because he starred as Batman in 1966, and when I got this level for the first time, I found it pretty funny and pretty cool, as the whole theme felt very old school, and it was pretty cool to hear Adam West himself narrating through his level rather than only ever hearing him say his usual distress lines when we have to save him. But now regarding the level, as the first thing I do is destroy these objects in order to reveal Lego bricks that I can build a Green Lantern platform out of that I use instantly to collect the first character token in the level. I then find Batmite's item just sitting here and give it to him straight away to get the second character token, probably the easiest item I've found so far in this game. And after that, I managed to find the first minikit with the help of Plastic Man, as I just use his grate to get past these lasers in order to collect it. The next one I find by opening this door by using Robin's tech suit and building this car that I drive around the track and destroy these 3 flags in order to get it. The third is also pretty simple, as I use Batman's detective vision to reveal the pile of dirt for some reason hidden in the Batcave, as I use Sinestro Batman to dig up the Lego pieces that I build into a lever that I can push to pull out the mini kit from within the conveyor belt. And once I do that, I build back up the Batmobile and drive right into the next section of the level, which is one of my favorites, as it's a chase sequence with what's supposed to be Batman and Robin in the Batmobile and Batgirl in the helicopter following the Joker. But once we destroy Joker's car, it's revealed that we're actually on a movie set and the background was completely fake, with there being cameras everywhere. And when this happened, I found it so hilarious. And once I got finished with that, I get placed into the next section, in which I managed to find the 4th minikit up here behind these teeth, with the last 2 minikits I find up here, with the 5th being behind another set of teeth, and the last being frozen inside this fridge that I melt to collect. And of course, we leave the best for last, as I managed to get the final collectible in this game, being the final red brick by using Plastic Man's platform to turn into a vending machine to collect the final red brick in this game, and then save Adam West from within these golden bricks that I get rid of with Superman to save Adam West one last time and fully complete every single level in Lego Batman 3. And now that I've gotten every single collectible in all these levels, that means that I have 100% in the game, right? Well, no, that's completely wrong. Because yes, it's true, I've gotten every collectible from within these levels, but that doesn't mean that I've truly collected everything from within the game. Because as you can see here from the character list, there's still a hell of a lot more characters to unlock, as well as 164 golden bricks to collect over 12 different quote-unquote worlds in this game. But right before I forget, I did also do the DLC levels before doing all that, and actually did manage to get all the collectibles from within them before realizing midway that they had zero effect on the percentage of the game. Because when I paused to check the percentage at the top, top, it didn't move whatsoever. But I did enjoy them regardless. My favorite being the Dark Knight Trilogy level, mainly because of Michael Caine doing the voiceover for this level, which I thought was pretty cool. But after wasting my time with those, I started collecting everything, and right before you ask, I will not be covering everything like I did with these levels, because if I did that, this video would be as long as my 2-hour Elden Ring video, and I do not want that. Instead, I'm just going to talk about my favorite part about collecting these things, since most of it had to do with just doing quests for characters to either get their character token or a golden brick. But my favorite part about doing these was both the virtual missions and exploring Oa, as the virtual missions were probably the most fun I had in this game collecting anything other than playing through the story the first time around, as these virtual missions were also somewhat in the main game, mainly as a hacking mechanism used at the back computer as Robin. But these virtual missions were much different than those, as these were treated like little mini games that you could play in order to get the golden brick, along with a vehicle token that, yes, I also have to collect along with the other character tokens. But the thing I liked about this the most is that there were a variety of different games that you could play, and once it got too repetitive, the game changed and it was an all new experience. I really had a lot of fun with this, especially the stealth mini game, which was really cool to have, because since there isn't any stealth in the regular game itself, it's cool that the devs at least thought about having something to do with that theme in this game, being Batman and all. Oa as well was pretty fun, as Oa is part of the different Lantern planets that I could explore in this game, as all the other ones were accessible as free roam, just like Gotham City and Lego Batman 2, but on a much smaller scale. But the thing I liked about Oa more than every other planet that I got to explore is that it literally had everything to do with racing. There were mostly no golden bricks that were just found on feet, as in order to get most of the bricks on Oa, you either race through courses in a vehicle or in the sky with a character, as yes, you were allowed to use a flying vehicle, but it just took up too much of the screen and you can't see a thing. But the biggest reason why I chose Oa over the other free roam planets that I could explore is because literally all the other planets had pretty much the same activities to find the golden bricks, as yes, all the planets are designed very differently, but many of the planets just had repetitive tasks that did get boring over time. And if other planets also had just mainly racing games like Oa, I would not have said Oa was my favorite. But I will say that collecting these bricks in this game was a hell of a lot better and honestly more fun than Lego Batman 2, since that game in my opinion was actual torture to get through, and it was literally the same things over and over again, so I can't really complain about this game, as it really seemed like the devs took what was wrong with the second game and made all the changes necessary for this game. Because I can't lie, when coming into this, I was dreading searching for these things, but in the end it really wasn't that bad, and definitely the best golden brick hunt out of all the Lego Batman games by far. But with that, it's time to end this, as I get into the Batmobile for the final time and head over to the last race on Oa and drive all the way to the end and receive the final golden brick in the game, as I head back to the entrance, scroll through all the vehicles and the characters, and solidify Lego Batman 3 as 100% complete. And now that I beat the game and become a multi-stud billionaire, we have reached the end of the video. I really hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit the subscribe button, as it lets me know that you guys liked the video and want more videos like this on other games. And if you like this video, check out my Lego Batman 200% video as I go over the game just like this, but on that game. And if you reached this far, you're an absolute legend, and I really appreciate you. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you all on my next journey. Peace!